Hey everybody, what's up? It's TJ. You guys, I'm finally making it to outside of my house. I'm still not out of the water with my health, but I'm much better than what I was. Anywho, so I wanted to show y'all, when my health when it plummeted and I was having problems and I had to go to the hospital and everything, I had a bunch of projects going on outside and everything got left behind, so to speak. It wasn't getting taken care of like it should. However, the past week, my youngest son, Brandon, has been trying to do stuff, in the yard. And he's trying to finish the projects, and he's trying to bring my plants back to life that died. And I just wanted to show you guys what he's done so far. And he's done a lot. He's brought a bunch of my plants to here, okay? And he's been watering them really good. He started some lettuce here. These had died. Those were brand new plants. He's trying to bring them back. I don't know if he'll be able to or not, but he's trying. Over here against the fence, I've got only four surviving plants. They're blackberries. The ones that were planted down here, they may or may not come back next year. I'm not sure. We'll find out. If they do, he's going to move them around the way he wants them, because I just physically can no longer do it. It is what it is. And I just, when he has a question, he comes to me and asks me, and I tell him, and he's like, oh, okay. So, yeah. Over here, my leaves have fallen off my little peach tree, but it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. That's a blackberry bush right beside it. Right there. Yeah. And then these didn't make it because they're in the direct sunlight. And then I have a grapevine here in which something ate almost all the leaves off of it. So we're going to be, I think I have some. I'm not sure. I need to get some 7 dust no matter what. Anyway, that's really good for that stuff. Here's my other grapevine. This is my purple one. And I can't remember if that one is red or green grapes. And then down here where my blackberries are in the shade, they're doing really well. He's been training them to the fence. And I have another peach tree down here. He's just been coming out here every day and watering everything. And this tree, well, it's not even a tree, it's a overgrown bush. Yeah, it's huge. He trimmed it up for me. Usually I come out here once a year and I have to use a big ladder, A-frame ladder, and cut the limbs down because they come all the way down to the ground. And if I had more land, that would be absolutely beautiful, but it blocks my view out here, and that's why I trim it. So yeah, it's like right up in my backyard. So yeah, I can't, no. Oh, and let me show y'all this. He wanted me to show y'all this. Okay. And I tried to get him to do the video with me, but he said, he said the world ain't ready for him yet, y'all. Okay. So he's got this pile. It's a pretty big pile, actually. He raked up this immediate area into that pile, and he's been adding the weeds that he's been pulling and cuttings from whatever, and he is trying to get Charlie to buy another mulcher that mulches that stuff very fine. So that's what he's trying to get my husband to buy. Whether he does it or not, I don't know. And he's been taking care of this. This is parsley. And I wanted to show you guys the plants out front. I can't believe how big they've gotten since I've been sick. And not sick as in like, just other health problems. But I couldn't believe, I finally like really went out there yesterday and looked at them. I was like, oh my gosh, they're huge compared to what they were. And I know some of y'all are going to say, well, mine's like 10 feet tall. But, and I know that they do get really big, and a lot of people do have really good established plants. What are you doing, buddy? Playing with a cat? But, you know, for me, considering when I planted them, they're big, you know, they're big compared to what they were. So that's what I mean by that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can get through this fence. Yeah. You stay there. You stay there, Buddy Roll. So, yeah. My azaleas are doing really well. They're still not the size I think they should be because I moved them. So it's stunted for a little bit. There's another one here. This one died. So that'll get replaced this spring. And, you guys, he finished my lining here on the corner. So I got to plant a new plant there. It died. And I had a different kind of azalea planted there. What? They're doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, so. Okay, so out here. See how big they've gotten? You guys could go back and look at my previous videos that I've done on this. These were like really small, okay? I have rosemary, basil, I have oregano, you know, a couple of flowering bushes, and I think that's thyme right there. And I lost what I had planted here. I cannot get anything to grow there. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the traffic or what. I'm looking at who's coming down the road. Gotta know who's coming and going. Yeah. Anyhow, I had thought that I killed those from spraying grass and weed killer that was not supposed to hurt your plants, but it did. But they're coming back. Yeah. But my other one, I had two of them. My other one completely died. So yeah. In the back, those three in the back are all blueberry bushes. You see this? Yep. So I'm letting it turn to seed for the most part. And it's ground cover that I bought. And boy, has that stuff spread. When I bought it, it was just a little tiny plant, and it grew that much. So I'm hoping that one day I don't have to put straw down. That was the whole idea of me putting liner in. Now this coming spring, I will buy more of this, and hopefully have to be able to do away with all the straw. Now my son is also gonna put lining here. And he's gonna put that plant that I bought. I can't remember what it's called, but you actually can make medicine out of it. It cures malaria. He wants to plant it all the way around that tree. He said he saw another person doing it and he thought it looked really nice, so that's what he wants to do. So I'm like, hey, knock yourself out. Yeah. Over here, that one survived. All my plants over here survived. You know why? It's not in the direct sun all day long. Just saying, y'all. Yeah. So that's an azalea. I can't remember what these are called. But that's not lavender. It's something else. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, y'all. This is an azalea. And this is where my lining stopped. So he's going to finish this. He cleared it out yesterday and a little bit today. And he's going to put the rest of the lining back in. yeah, so this spring, hopefully we'll be ready for more ground cover and more plants, and all of it's going to be thick through here. And I'm trying to do a mix, you guys, of, what do you call it? Things that look good, like flowers, and then plants. So I try to do a mix of that stuff. And I don't try to get it all at once. I just add to it every year, okay? So yeah, I can't wait till he gets that lining finished. It's hard work. Y'all, digging in Georgia clay is no joke, okay? It's very, very hard to dig in the soil here. It's not even soil, it's like hard clay. You can literally refine this clay and make pottery out of it. And I've got some set to the side that I'm going to do. Is that even locking? Nope. Oh my gosh. I hate these freaking gates. I thought I saw a bear. It's my grill. Y'all. But these plants. Hey, sweet pea. See how pretty she is. These are the plants he wants to plant around the tree. And they get pretty tall. They'll get pretty tall. A bit like that. And these were a bunch of little ones that I put together. And we're going to let them set for another year to get them to establish better. And then we'll split them. And I told him, I said, when you're digging the hole for it, dig it way bigger than what you need. I said, and add some of this soil to it so that it's not so much of a shock when you transplant it. Because usually that's what happens to plants. You take it out of one type of soil, you put it in another, and it goes into shock. So I was trying to tell him how to try to avoid that. But these are some of the prettiest plants. And that's, you guys, they make medicine out of this stuff. I don't know how. Well, I do have the paper somewhere on how to do it. But it cures malaria. That's what they use, is these plants. And I talked about them before in a video, and I named it, and I can't remember right now what the name of it is. Look, I got roots sticking out. I put that in the soil. See, I just stuck it down in the soil. The rooted part, covered up. That's a whole nother plant now. I'll let that grow over, you know, the season, and it'll be ready next season to plant. This is much thicker. These will get really high and beautiful, and they're just really nice looking plants. And these are my butterfly bushes, and they look like they're getting sun damage or some kind of disease on them. I don't know. These are my dead ones. The purple pots are the same kind of purple plant that I showed you on the side of the house. Let me see. Speedwell. Yeah. So that's what that is. And my azaleas we're going to plant out back because I don't want to have to trim azaleas. Not azaleas, crepe myrtles. I don't want to have to trim crepe myrtles. I like them to just do their grow. You know, I don't want to make fancy, smanchy stuff out of it. But we talked about lining the fence, and my son wants to do it. We just have to get approval first, which I know it shouldn't be a problem. It just takes time. We're going to put a archway over that gate and put a my grapevines on each side. So yeah, my yard's actually getting done. He's been mowing the grass for me, which it needs to be done again, but yeah. When I went into the hospital, things changed around here, like seriously changed around here. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling my mouth. Rambling my mouth. Is that even a phrase? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have an awesome day, okay? Bye-bye.